What's up, YouTube? Happy Memorial Day weekend. I'm finally able to put out another video. I know I had hoped to do one for Mother's Day, but things just didn't work out the way I wanted them to, so I was unable to do that. Had to take care of my wife for Mother's Day, so I spent the whole day pampering her. Wasn't able to do a video, but today, this lovely Memorial Day weekend, I don't know if it's raining where you are, but it's Sunday. It's about 11:30 in the morning. It's been raining since, I believe, Friday evening. And it's kind of a crappy Memorial Day weekend. But since I'm off tomorrow, I decided to make a video anyway, rain or not. I'm going to get some food on the grill. I went out to my local grocery store, and I don't know if you can see what I got here, but some St. Louis style pork spare ribs. I got a couple of slabs that I'm going to get prepared and get on the smoker. I also went out and bought a brisket. Now I looked for one. Had a friend stop in Costco, and I was looking for the whole brisket, the flat and the point. All they seemed to have that day were flats. So I don't actually have a membership to Costco. That's why I had a good friend of mine go out there, and he checked for me. But then I decided to call a local butcher shop that I've used in the past to get whole hogs, already cooked whole hogs, and they were able to obviously get me a nice brisket. It's about 8 pounds, since my wife is pretty much a vegan, and my two sons usually won't eat meat. I'm gonna be almost the only one in this household eating any of this brisket, so I didn't want to go with a 14 or 16 pounder. Especially not for my first go round, considering it was $9.69 a pound. So I got about an 8 or 9, I think 9, maybe 10 pound brisket, and I'll post a video of that. Right now I'm gonna unwrap these, get them cleaned up, and bring it to the cutting board. Stay tuned. All right, I'm back. I got my St. Louis ribs all cleaned up. I did pull the skin off the back, a little skin piece. And I'm gonna get started. I see a lot of guys use mustard. I've never tried it, so I mean, you do what you know, and I don't know that, so I don't do that. But I do use a little bit of olive oil on mine, just to coat and give the seasoning some place to stick to. One hand clean, one hand contaminated is my motto. So I'm always working with a glove and on one hand, and I've got one hand pretty much clean that I can use to grab utensils and seasonings and things. I see some guys on YouTube, and they're handling the meat without gloves, and then they're handling the shaker bottles for their seasonings with the same hand, and that's kind of foul in my book. But hey, to each his own. I'm not criticizing, I'm just showing you what I do. So a little bit of olive oil on there. I'm going to do both sides. Actually, that's a lot of olive oil. These St. Louis style ribs aren't typically what I use. I typically use baby backs, but these were on sale. I got them at Whole Foods, and they were on sale this week, $4.99 a pound. These are about 3 pounds each, so it wasn't too bad of a deal. They did have baby backs there, and I was so tempted to get them, but I couldn't pass up the sale, considering I was also doing a brisket this weekend, and the brisket was about I think $9.60 or $9.70 a pound. And I think I got like an 8 or 9 pounder. So that brisket was like, when all was said and done, was like $90. And it's my first brisket. And quite frankly, I'm not sure if I should have invested that kind of money. My wife doesn't know. I'm not sure if I should have invested that kind of money into one piece of meat that I've never cooked before. I've never cooked on my new smoker before. So I really don't know how it's going to turn out. But hey, it's Memorial Day weekend, and that's what we do. Now, what I typically use is Grill Mates Sweet and Smoky. I love it on my chicken. My kids love it on chicken, and I like it on my ribs also. They used to have a pork one, which I can never find anymore. Maybe they discontinued it, but I love to mix the two and use that as my seasoning for my ribs. They always came out well that way. But I'm going to do one slab in the sweet and smoky, and I also ordered some John Henry's pecan rub, pecan, however you want to say it, tomato, I don't know. Never tried this. Just like the mustard thing, but I figured, hey, it's a holiday weekend. Let's give it a shot. I'm gonna try the pecan rub on one slab and the sweet and smoky on another slab. Now I also ordered a John Henry's apple chipotle rub, which I just sounds good. I'm not gonna use that this weekend at all, but in the future, perhaps I will use that in another video on I don't know, on something. So I just sprinkle this generously on my backside, I'm starting with. And I know guys say you don't rub it in, pat it in. I mean, I don't know the difference. I'm not a welder, I'm not a fabricator. I'm also not a cook. Although I do like and enjoy the foods that I prepare in my kitchen, and my family seems to enjoy them. I guess my wife doesn't, since she doesn't really eat meat. So who knows? But I try to cook both sides pretty generously. And like I said, I'm going to get these on a smoker. Now, I don't know when. My plan was just doing a little bit of calculation. I figured the brisket would take, I don't know, 12 hours, 10 to 12, maybe a little bit more. So I figured if I start my brisket tonight, about 6 p.m., my plan was to be bringing it off to rest by 6 a.m. Monday, Memorial Day morning, and let it rest for, I see some people say an hour, some people say 2 hours, some people say 8 hours. My plan was to let it rest in a cooler for, I take it off at 6 until about noon or 1 o'clock. And then from there, begin the process of consuming as much as I possibly can. Hopefully it'll come out well. Now that's my plan. Now I originally thought, okay, I'm going to cook the ribs also tomorrow morning, Monday morning. Maybe put these on at 4 o'clock in the morning or so, and then do the 3-2-1 method for 5 hours of, where's that, 6 hours? 3, 2, 1. Yeah, 6 hours. Although mine usually don't take that long. Do that method and get those on the smoker and let them cook for most of the morning. That way I can have a nice Memorial Day meal. Now what I'm doing, I got some plastic wrap over here that I'm just going to wrap them up in. I'm not really ready to get them on the grill just yet, but I will a little bit later. I'm not sure when though. Still trying to work out those details. That's one. And my other one, it's going to be tough opening this with one hand. Probably should have opened this before I started the camera. That's all I needed right there. So this is the, like I said, John Henry's pecan rub. If any of you have ever used this before, let me know in the comments what you think of it. And of course, I'll let you know what I think of it if I ever get these ribs on and cooked. It smells pretty good. Let's see how it tastes. All right. I'm going to shake this on here generously. So you're probably wondering, 2 slabs of ribs and a brisket? How the hell is he going to eat all that? Well, probably not. So my father likes barbecue, so maybe I will comes out all right. Run some up to him tomorrow. And I don't know, maybe if it does come out well, I'll probably just freeze either some of the ribs and some of the brisket and save it for another day. So like I said earlier, I don't know if you heard, this is will be my first cook on my reverse flow offset smoker. If you've been following my channel and my build, you know that now I've got the golf cart wheels on there, and we're getting a lot of positive feedback on it, which I'm happy about. There we go. All right, so this is my second slab. I'm gonna bring it. I got another sheet of plastic wrap over here for that one. My wife's gonna kill me. I'm probably dropping seasoning all over her floor. But hey, that's what vacuums are for. So wrap this up tightly in this plastic wrap. Wash these hands. All right, hands are washed. I'm just going to put another layer of plastic wrap on them and get them back in the fridge until I decide it's time to cook. All right, there's one. There's the other. All right, so I will sanitize this board and get ready for the brisket to come out, and I'll be back with you in a little bit.